What if you could read your cat's mind? Imagine knowing exactly what that ear twitch means, or what they're really saying when they meow at you at 5 in the morning. While we can't install a translator chip just yet, we can do the next best thing. Cats are communicating constantly, using a complex and fascinating language of their own. Hey PetWise fam, welcome back to PetWise Hub. Today, we're going on a fun adventure to become feline detectives. Cats are mysterious, graceful, and sometimes just plain weird. But what if I told you they're actually talking to you all the time, just not with words? We're going to crack the code of cat body language and finally understand what our feline friends are trying to tell us. As always, I'd love to hear from you. Head down to the comments and tell me the single most confusing thing your cat does. Let's see how many of us have the same mysteries to solve. Alright, let's start with the most obvious part of their communication toolkit, their tail. Think of your cat's tail as a furry mood antenna, broadcasting their feelings to the world. If you see that tail held high, straight up in the air, maybe with a little curl at the very tip like a question mark, that is a very happy cat. This is their way of saying, "Hello, I'm happy to see you, I feel confident, and I'm open to some pets." It's the feline equivalent of a big, warm smile. However, if that tail is tucked low between their legs, that's a clear sign of fear or anxiety. Something has spooked them, and they're trying to make themselves look as small and non-threatening as possible. And then we have the famous bottle brush tail. You know, the one puffed up to twice its normal size. This is a cat that is seriously frightened or angry. They're trying to look big and scary to ward off a threat. If you see the bottle brush, it's best to give them some space and figure out what's upsetting them. What about the thumping? A tail that's thumping on the ground or whipping back and forth isn't like a dog's happy wag. For a cat, this usually means they're getting annoyed or overstimulated. It's their way of saying, "Okay, I'm reaching my limit with this petting session." Listening to this little signal is a huge part of building trust with your cat. Now, let's talk about a part of your cat that can communicate trust, fear, and even love in a single glance, and that's their eyes. This is where some of the most meaningful, non-verbal conversations happen between you and your feline friend. Their pupils can tell you a lot. When their pupils are wide and round, it can mean a few things. They could be excited and playful, like when they're about to pounce on a toy, or it could mean they're scared or surprised. You have to look at the rest of their body for clues. But the most magical eye signal of all is the slow blink. If your cat looks at you and slowly, deliberately closes and opens their eyes, they are telling you they trust you completely. In the animal world, closing your eyes in front of another creature is the ultimate sign of vulnerability. So when your cat does this, they're basically giving you a kitty kiss. You can even do it back to them. Just relax, make soft eye contact, and slowly blink. It's such a simple way to strengthen your bond, and honestly, seeing them blink back at you, knowing why they're doing it, is one of the most rewarding feelings a cat parent can have. Okay, let's tune into their ears. A cat's ears are like little satellite dishes, constantly rotating to pick up sounds, but they also broadcast their mood. When their ears are forward and pointed up, they're alert, curious, and engaged in what's going on. But if you see those ears start to swivel to the sides, creating what's often called airplane ears, that's a sign of irritation or anxiety. It's a warning sign that they're not happy with the situation. And if those ears go completely flat and pin back against their head, that is a cat who is either terrified or about to become very aggressive. It's a clear signal to back off immediately. It's incredible how they have this whole secret language, right? This makes me think. We've all gotten it wrong at some point. Head down to the comments and tell me about a time you completely misunderstood what your cat was trying to tell you. I bet we have some hilarious stories to share. So, let's put it all together and look at their overall body posture. If your cat is arching its back to meet your hand as you pet it, that's a sign of affection. But if they arch their back with their fur standing on end, that's that classic Halloween cat pose, and it means they feel threatened. And here's a big one, the belly exposure. When a cat rolls over and shows you their tummy, it is a massive sign of trust. That's their most vulnerable area. They are telling you, I feel completely safe with you. But here's the trap many people fall into. It is not always an invitation for a belly rub. For many cats, having their belly touched is overwhelming. They're showing you their trust, not asking you to test it. Some cats do enjoy a gentle belly rub, but it's best to know your specific cat's preference. Let's quickly cover some of those other quirky behaviors. That gentle headbutt they give you, also called bunting, is not just a cute hello. Your cat has scent glands on their cheeks and head, and when they rub on you, they're marking you with their scent. They are proudly saying, "This human is mine. They are part of my family." How special is that? And what about making biscuits or kneading? That rhythmic pushing of their paws on you or a soft blanket is a leftover instinct from when they were kittens. They did that to their mother to stimulate milk flow. When they do it as adults, it means they are feeling extremely content, safe, and loved. It's one of the highest compliments they can give you. Even their purr is more complex than you might think. Yes, they purr when they're happy and content, but scientists have found that cats also purr to self-soothe when they are stressed, in pain, or even healing from an injury. The frequency of a cat's purr has been shown to promote tissue regeneration. So their purr is a sign of contentment, but it's also a tiny, built-in healing machine. So, you see, your cat is having a rich, detailed conversation with you every single day. They're telling you when they're happy, when they're scared, when they trust you, and when they just need a little bit of space. Learning their language isn't about becoming a cat whisperer overnight. It's about paying attention, being patient, and celebrating the incredible bond you share. Every little bit you learn makes your life together so much richer and much more fulfilling. So, what's one piece of cat body language you've noticed in your own feline friend after watching this? Share your observations and stories in the comments below. I truly love reading about the wonderful pets in our PetWise Hub community. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the amazing world of pets. Thanks for watching once again, and give your feline friend a slow blink from me. See you on the next video.